Okay, we're back. This is my second video. It's a short one. Then I'm going to do a short also. I want to give credit to Taylor Paquette. He's going to be doing my theme music for this channel moving forward. He's an up-and-coming heavy metal artist. He's really good, man. You should see. I'm very excited to have him on board, and the channel should be going full bore, I'd hope, within a month, okay? So we're working on it. That's me in the middle. I'm the star of the show. I make all the picks, and everybody that I know basically told me I should try to make extra money doing this and spreading out the picks, so here we go. And then Skyler Gregory, he's my technical advisor for everything, and he's in charge of my video editor. So these guys get credit along with me, but I am the one making the picks. Taylor's mostly involved in his music, and he's an up-and-coming star, I think. Down the road, he's going to be doing pretty good. It's quite impressive. This guy's a real smart guy, so I expect a lot of fancy stuff coming up here, and graphics and everything. But right now, all you got is me and my picks for this week. And I'm going to stick with the first two. I love my dog shots. And then I do think Alex Pereira is going to win. And he's also taking a hit today. He's at $1.87 now from $1.91 yesterday. And I think he was the dog when they first opened up a long time ago, but I wasn't paying attention. I only go week to week. I don't like to get confused, moving way ahead in time on the UFC. Although I do pay attention to who's up-and-coming fights in the up-and-comers, like on June 20th, Kauchin is fighting. There's a few more in the pipes. I'll get some of those for you tomorrow and throughout this week. But don't forget Kauchin, June 20th in the KSW. I think he's in the prelims. He's a young fighter, 2-0, but he's got outstanding skills. It's one of those you could just see it, okay? What else do I got to talk about today? I'm going to talk about what's to come with this is a free pick channel. Down the road, I'll probably open up where I can get donations and stuff, because I am a broke ass, right? I have a separate account for my UFC account, which I've quadrupled since I started 5 months ago, basically. Before that, I was surviving on my UFC winnings to eat, okay? Basically, I'm being honest. So everything I make goes into my kitty for my UFC pool, and it's getting bigger and bigger, so that's good for me. When it gets to the point where I'm at a point where I could actually take money out and not worry about shrinking my bankroll, then I'll be very happy. But until then, the picks are free, and I'm not charging, because I'm making money too right now, and I don't need to bullshit you guys, okay? I only have 5 bets this week. Each bet is a unit, and I'll write them down for you on the board. But I'm only writing down units, not dollar money, because I don't want YouTube coming after me, and I'm not 100% sure of all their rules. So we'll be keeping track in units on this channel. It seems to me that almost every single channel does it that way. You've got a few, like the UFC Predictions channel, where they combine all of that, and that guy will say, I'm going to bet like 9 units, and each unit is $7 or whatever. I'm not doing a chart like that, okay? I'm just going to keep it real. I'm sure his is real too. I'm just saying, I'm just going to talk to you and keep it simple, because I don't have fancy computer stuff and that. All I got is my brain, and I got a lot of time to watch all the fights, okay? So next is how I pick the winners. Basically, how I pick winners: when they're up and coming, they just stand out. They're faster, they're stronger, they stand out in every way. It's not just a 10-second knockout. Those are good, but those just get my attention for the next one. They don't go on the list because of a 5-second knockout in like, because you beat up some fat guy. You don't get on the list, okay? Let's get that out of the way. They got to be a standout on the lower levels, like PFL, LFA, KSW, Ryzen's so inconsistent, man. I'm telling you, it's got to be the worst one. I think I'm about 50% picker on the Japanese. They got to be fixed, because there's no way that I'm picking 50% going off the statistics that I'm looking at. I'm not betting them, but I'm watching them, okay? Because once in a while you'll get like a Horiguchi or something out of there. So that's how I pick the up-and-comers. In the UFC mainly, I've learned recently, just recently, to have a lot of more respect for the strength of schedule. I had it in my own calculations about a year and a half ago, and since I started paying attention to that, I've done a lot better in my results. So strength of schedule is a big one. Also, UFC newcomers, okay? A lot of those are overrated, so you really got to dig deep when they first come into the UFC. You got to, not just 1 or 2 fights. The newcomers, you got to watch for them. And how do I spot a slam dunk? It's easy. It's like you just watch the fight and you see this guy is a standout, okay? That's how I spot him. If it's a fighter against a fighter, like say Ruffy, I know is a kicker and he likes to move backwards, and Chandler, I know is washed up. I'm sorry to say. He's probably very strong at 41 years old. He's probably a top 20 guy in the world. I have no idea. But he's not going to beat Ruffy. I'm telling you right now. This is how I can decide what to pick, okay? O'Malley, from the outside, he's got a reach advantage over Zahabi, so he's going to use it and hopefully outpoint him or knock him out. Derek Lewis, we know, is a fat guy. Right now, out of shape. I'm sorry, Derek. He's got killer knockout punch, most knockouts in history, I think, UFC history. But he's done, man. You get to the point where that's it. How many 50-year-olds do you know right now that are in the UFC active? You know how many there is? 0, okay? There's a reason for that. You slow down once you hit 40, 42. How I wager is units. Always keep it on units. I found that, like, if you love a fighter like so much that you're going to put like $100 on one, and then on the other guy, all the other fighters, you got $10 on 10 fights, and you lose the $100 fighter, even though he's your best bet. Now you're screwed because you put too much on one guy. Even though you probably win 9 out of 10 of those, it's the one time you lose that really screws you. So I've learned in the past, just keep your units the same. And also another thing I learned is, like, if you've got enough confidence to put $1 on a fighter, it doesn't matter what the odds are, use the full unit. Don't be going in cheap. I go in cheap on my prop bets because those are really like just for fun. How do you really know, right? Like last time I was so angry too, it happens. I had like $10 on just peanuts on a knockout. Who was it? They had 9 knockouts in a row, or 8 knockouts in 8 fights, and then he got a submission. Can you believe it? And I bet a knockout for the 9th knockout. But no, he got a ground and pound submission. It happens. You can't, that's why I don't bet large on my prop bets. I don't like doing it. Okay, I don't like the over-unders, nothing. If I'm not betting the fight and I'm bored, I'll bet $2 on the over-under or something just to cash a little, or throw in like 2 or 3 fight parlay for $2 just to keep me paying attention more. When I back out, if I'm way up, okay, because I know in the long run my USC percentage is probably around 80%. I'm not, but that's including a lot of heavy favorites, okay? A lot of people can do that. When I back out, though, is if I'm holding my own breaking even going into the last fight, I'm not going to risk going negative on the last fight. I've defeated the card because I'm ahead going into the last fight. Now, going into the last fight, if I'm way up, then I'll let it ride. Like, say I'm up like 2 or 3 units. Well, obviously, I'll just let the unit ride because I'll finish ahead. But if it means the difference between a negative and a positive outcome for the card, it's time to back out when you're ahead on the 10th or the 11th fight. I've learned that through experience, okay? Because if you're up and you've got all your stuff riding now in the last 2 fights, it's basically like you put all your stuff on eggs in one basket. And when I do that, it's time for me to pull out, okay? I don't let that happen. That's how I back out, okay? I back out in profit. I never back out in in negative, unless I'm down going into the later fights, then I also might back out if I'm thinking like, gee, this is a really awkward card. And it happened once in the last 6 months, approximately 22 weeks. It's happened one time, okay? Then we have the UFC Freedom 250 card coming up. I'm very excited about it. I heard Ilia Topuria is quite angry because Justin Gaethje said, no wonder your wife left you, or something snarky like that to him, which is really not really nice, okay? Like, everybody has feelings, doesn't matter. He shouldn't have done that, okay? Just call him call him a nasty name, or, you know, do something, but don't insult him and his wife that he just had problems with. He's probably heartbroken, the poor guy, and now you brought that into it. So shame on Gaethje. I think he's going to get knocked out in 2 minutes, like Topuria said. And to be honest with you, I hope it happens, because I don't like anyone that's rude to other people. Then we got our up-and-coming fighters list, which is coming tomorrow. And then I'm also going to have my shorts list this week. Each short will discuss one proponent of how I pick my UFC fights. That is to happen this week, all week. And then on starting tomorrow, I'm going to handicap each fight again. 1 fight or 2 fights a day, and I'll have them all done by Sunday morning, or by lunch anyways, okay? And I think that's about it for today, but I appreciate everybody for tuning into my channel. And I expect to hit at least 5 out of 7 this week and make a profit. I have 2 parlays. Basically, I parlayed Topuria and Hokit. No, I have Ruffy and Hokit, and Topuria and O'Malley. Sorry, what am I doing? I have Topuria and O'Malley parlay, and then I have a Hokit and Ruffy parlay. Those are gifts, my gift to you. So if those hit, then I'm basically gonna be almost even, really. Let me see. 150, 150, 120, 39, 180. Even if I lose the last 3, I'd only be down 100 or 200, right? Or 300, I don't know. Depends on my unit size, but right now I'm betting 5 units. So if I win those 2 parlays, I'd basically get back almost 4 units, right? Or 3 units. So I'd lose 2 units. But that's if I lose all 3 fights. Pereira would have to lose. Daukaus would have to lose, and so I'd have to lose Garcia, Daukaus, and Pereira to lose money on the card, basically, if I hit those parlays, which I think I will, but if I don't, I don't. And don't expect for me not to have a bad week once in a while. Like, I haven't really had one, and that's why I have this channel. It seems to be that there's a consistency that I can actually take advantage of and pass on my knowledge to you people. Hopefully that you'll all like and subscribe my channel. I need likes, please, and I need subscriptions. I need at least 46 more to get to 50. That's what my goal is for the end of the year. I want 50 subscribers by the end of this year. And hopefully, if my record is the way it has been, it'll attract you guys more. So I don't want to be religious in this. I want to keep everyone happy and make sure that we all work together. And if you have any tips for me, just shoot them in my PM or my messages underneath the video. I'll be glad to take some advice from anybody, because I'm smart enough to know that I've got lots to learn. And that's basically been my motto a long, long time. Okay, so everybody, you guys all have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow in my short, and I'll do a little bit longer video again on picking the fighters for UFC 250. Take care.